Breaking news. Please listen to this message that is very, very important. IPOB bans lawyer EJIMAKOR brother from visiting Kanu's DSS cell. What does this news implies? It means that ALOY EJIMAKOR will be special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu have been banned from going to DSS to visit Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know what triggered that action, and we are about to know, we are about to read what happens and why they take that drastic action against EJIMAKOR, who have been there for Nnamdi Kanu all these years. Or is him among the intruders that is working against Nnamdi Kanu's release? We don't know, because Igbos can do anything and money can do anything. I'm an Igbo man, and I can tell you authoritatively that an Igbo man can even say his own mother simply because of money. Not that other tribes don't love money, but we love money more than ourselves. Quote me wrong at the comment section and I'll prove you right. So my wonderful people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, depending on where you are. I'm just come this morning with a clear mind to give us this news of today's Monday. Today happens to be the 9th in the month of June, if I'm not mistaken, and in the year of 2023. This month is gradually going. So if you never subscribe to my channel, it is the right time for you to do that. Make sure you share enough my content, like, and also do what? Comment. All the very, very important and all the very, very necessary. Because without you, there will be no Okute Daily Talk. And my prayer for all my fans today. Today happens to be Friday. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Please do not drink while driving and do not drive while you are drunk. It is very, very necessary and very, very important. So please, I don't want to waste much of our time in talking because a lot of my fans are complaining that I talk too much when I'm about to give news. So let us go straight to the reason why we are here this morning. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has issued a ban on Barrister ALOY EJIMAKOR, one of the lawyers representing our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and his younger brother, Emmanuel Kanu, from visiting Kanu's cell at the Department of State Service, DSS headquarters. This directive was contained in a statement signed by Chika Edoziem, the head of the Directorate of State of IPOB. Edoziem explained that Nnamdi Kanu prepared to undergo surgery while in detention. It is necessary for his personal doctor to be present. However, he claimed that EJIMAKOR and Emmanuel Kanu were bringing in individuals unknown to Kanu as his personal doctor, thereby jeopardizing his health. IPOB, in dismissing EJIMAKOR and Emmanuel Kanu, stated the lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu in the matter instituted against him by the Nigerian government, which is now before the Nigerian Supreme Court, is Barrister Michael Zekome's son, assisted by Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and others. The statement added, therefore, any issue concerning Nnamdi Kanu while he is detained at the DSS facility, whether related to his health or otherwise, must be brought to the attention of the lead counsel, Barrister ALOY EJIMAKOR and Emmanuel Kanu, and others who are collaborating with them must retrace their steps and refrain from visiting the DSS office with individuals they claim to be doctors without the knowledge of the barrister Mike Ozekome, SAN, the lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu. The Directorate of State of the indigenous people of Biafra can no longer tolerate anyone or people who are either driven by pecuniary considerations or other motivations to endanger the life of Nnamdi Kanu while in DSS custody. For the avoidance of doubt, it was Barrister Mike Ozekome's son and Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor that impressed upon the Director Legal of the DSS that is absolutely necessary and important to have the personal doctor of Nnamdi Kanu get involved if any surgery must be conducted on him. How come those that were never present when the understanding was reached to have Nnamdi Kanu's personal doctor involved in deciding the issue of his surgery are the ones who are parading people at the DSS as personal doctors of Nnamdi Kanu? What is really going on, my IPOB people? I beg, I need somebody to explain to me what is really going on with IPOB. The attempt to smuggle in certain persons as Nnamdi Kanu's personal physician without informing the son is very suspicious, to say the least. The Directorate of the State of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, wishes therefore to inform IPOB families worldwide and Biafrans in general that if these individuals, to which Barrister ALOY EJIMAKOR, Nnamdi Kanu, and others are okay, and those working with them, their names are known to us, continue on this path they have chosen, they and the Nigerian government must be held responsible should anything untoward happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Well, my only advice on this is do what? We IPOBs and Biafrans will have to tread with cautions because we don't really know. That's it. We don't know where the nice snake put head. But from my own understanding, it seems like the IPOB family is now divided against their own selves. And any house that is divided against its own self will never stand. That is the simple truth. United we stand and divided we fall. So IPOB have to be extra careful in approaching any matter that have to do with Nnamdi Kanu, the DSS and Nigerian government. All the very, very necessary, because if they found any loophole or any loophole, that is from where they are going to penetrate that same IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu and deal with them decisively. PDP G5 governor revealed the reason for meeting with Tinubu. What are you meeting with him? Let us see. The defunct aggrieved governors of the People's Democratic Party PDP, popularly known as G5, have revealed the reason behind their visit to President Bola Tinubu. Nigerians had earlier reported that the G5 were in the presidential villa, Abuja, to meet with the president. Disclosing the purpose of their visit to the presidential villa, the G5 said it was to reinforce their commitment to fairness, justice, and equity in the country. The G5 group is made up of Oyo State Governor EJIMAKOR, former governors Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, Okezi Pazo, Webe for Abia State, the $500 governor, and Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, Enugu State, and Samuel Otom of Benue State. They are noted for working against the party's presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar in the just concluded presidential election. Speaking after their closed-door meetings with the president, Makinde, who spoke on behalf of the group, said they came to let Tinubu know that they stood with him for fairness. Makinde noted that nation building is a difficult task. You have to keep evaluating what you are doing, where you are going. So we have to keep seeing the president to let him know that let him know what is happening. And for this evening, the G5 governor, the integrity group, we came to let the president know what we stood for: fairness, justice, and equity, and we haven't changed our mind. We are going towards Mr. President coming with us on the road for fairness, for justice, and for equity in Nigeria. So you think that you are the ones that will make him to do that, other than his party members? This one is anti-party activities, if I'm allowed to say. Make on see this man, the former minister of Minister of Interior, former Minister of Interior, after going to London to eat amala, and all the whole decision you have taken to siphon and to backstab your people, now you said, I have come back to restructure APC in Osun. Aregbesola, nonsense. A former Minister of Interior, Ralph Aregbesola, has stated that he has come back to restructure the All Progressive Congress APC in Osun State. The former two-term governor of Osun State, who maintained that he did not offend anybody, also sought forgiveness from persons who felt aggrieved by him. Aregbesola made this known on Wednesday as residents of the state and members of the Osun APC welcomed him back to the state after a long period in the Aso Rock. At the event, which was held at the Nelson Mandela Freedom Park, Osogbo, Aregbesola explained that it was unfortunate that some people mismanaged the affairs of the APC and ran it aground. He said he had in 2019 called for the unity of the party with a warning that failure to unite different interest groups in the party would not produce any good result. In his words, I'm here today to seek restructuring of the party. I didn't offend anybody, but whoever feels that we offended him or her should forgive us. That is what we keep hearing each time they want the masses to support them. We seek forgiveness from those who thought we offended them and those who sought our downfall. We seek forgiveness from those who are smearing our image, though we never offended them. We supported them with all I have to see to their success. I didn't ask for anything from them. I need to emphasize that I didn't ask for anything from them, but they choose to repay evil for good. We are here in 2019 after the Supreme Court affirmed the mandate of the former governor. I called for unity in the party. I warned that this unity will not produce any good result, but the devil didn't allow those who handle the party's affairs to listen. However, we are here for the restructuring of the party. That is why we are begging anybody that feels that we offended him or her to forgive us. The former minister later paid visit to the Ataoja of Osogbo land, Oba Jimo Olanikweko Oyetunji, and Owa Obakun of Ijesha land, Oba Gabriel Adekunle Aromalaran, where he presented his scorecards. Prior to the 2022 gubernatorial election in Osun State, there was a falling apart in the Osun APC as former governor Adeboyaga Oyetola disagreed with his predecessor Ralph Arebosola. The party also splintered into two camps, with some members belonging to the Iyere Oluwa faction of Oyetola and others belonging to the Osun Progressive TOP. As a result, there were parallel primaries which threw up two APC party chairmen in the state. Violence was raised in the party, which culminated in two daylight attacks on top members during their meetings and an armed attack on Ralph Arebosola's convoy in Osogbo in 2022. Trump should not be U.S. president again. Former Vice President Pence, you are contesting for election. So what gave you that right or the audacity to decide on who the masses vote or not? Do your own campaign and leave another person alone. That is my candid advice to you. I don't support the politics of rancor, the politics of bitterness. That is not what democracy is all about. So, yet, you have a right to say or to air your view, but that does not stop any other person from contesting. You want them to leave the office alone for you? It cannot happen. Former United States Vice President Mike Pence on Wednesday revealed what ex-President Donald Trump requested him to do after the Capitol building attack. The 50th governor of Indiana condemned Trump's actions and comments after the 2020 presidential election, saying he should never be president again. On January 6th of 2021, hundreds of Trump supporters invaded the seat of the U.S. Congress in Washington, D.C. after he vowed not to concede. During his declaration for presidency on Wednesday in Iowa, 64-year-old Pence knocked the former leader for putting himself above America. In his speech, monitored by Daily Post, he stated that Trump put him, his family, and the country in danger because he wanted to hold on to power. President Trump told me to choose between him and the Constitution. I choose the Constitution, and I always will, the Republican said. I swore an oath, and I protected it. I did my duty. I kept my oath to protect the Constitution of the United States of America. Anyone who puts themselves above the Constitution should never be president. Anyone who asks others to put them above the Constitution should never be president again, Pence added. When I hear this one na Obodo Igbo news, I just say make I carry am, join body, make people understand what is happening or what is going to happen in our Obodo Igbo people. Labour Party asked Kaduna tribunal to nullify 2023 governorship election in the state. The gubernatorial candidate of the Labour Party in the 18th March 2023 election, Jonathan Asake, on Tuesday asked the election petition tribunal to nullify the governorship election conducted in Kaduna State. Obasani of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC had been declared winner of the election by the Independent National Electoral Commission, but the gubernatorial candidate of the Labour Party claimed the election was marred with irregularities and did not comply with the Electoral Act. The Labour Party LP candidate Jonathan Asake and the Labour Party lead counsel Abba Ejimbi and two of his colleagues told the court during pre-hearing that there were massive vote buying and corruption, asking the court to invalidate the entire process of the election. HMB, in an interview with newsmen at the end of the tribunal sittings on Wednesday, said the governorship candidate and the Labour Party in the petition with ref number EPT/KD/governor/2/2023 before the governorship tribunal is asking for the nullification of the 18th March 2023 governorship election in Kaduna State. He explained that our complainant before the court is of non-compliance with the Electoral Act and massive vote buying. In our petition, we ask the court to invalidate the entire process. HMB said the court sitting was for pre-hearing and dealt with the process and procedures that would guide the entire process in terms of filling applications, what is required, and the time that will be used or needed during the hearing of the case in the court. The matter was adjourned to Thursday, 15th June of 2023 by the chairman of the panel, Justice Victor O. Oviawe, for the hearing of all the applications that have been filed. Other members of the panel are Justice D.A. Dumalak and Justice N. Nonye and others as follows. Obi seeks court order to interrogate INEC on ICT experts used for the 2023 presidential elections. The only thing that INEC will do, that INEC is no longer an independent body. They are now working as a contestant in the just concluded election because they don't want to be neutral. So how do you think that they will give you, or even if the court order them to give you access to all those things to investigate or to question them, do you think they will honor it? They will not. See, there's not even honor for them to release the vital documents used for the election, and you think they will honor this one? Nigeria are the only country who made laws they didn't keep. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party (LP) in the February 25 election, Mr. Peter Obi, on Thursday sought an order of the Presidential Election Petition Court to interrogate the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on the experts on information and communication technology used for the conduct of the election. In two separate motions argued on his behalf, Mr. Patrick Ikweto, SAN, Obi sought to know the quality of the ICT experts deployed in the use of technology for the conduct of the election. In two motions, Obi and Labour Party posed 12 questions to be forwarded to the electoral body for answers so as to aid him and Labour Party in establishing their allegations of poor conduct, especially malpractices in the conduct of the same election. He claimed that the request, if granted, will assist him in the effective presentation of his petition challenging the declaration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as winner of the said election. However, INEC represented by Mr. Kemi Penhiro, SAN, object to Obi's bid to subject his clients to interrogation through incompetent applications. The senior lawyer argued that Obi's application had become belated because he brought them outside the time allowed by law. Specifically, Penhero argued that such an application ought to have been brought and argued during the pre-hearing season, adding that bringing the application outside the pre-hearing season had robbed the court of jurisdiction to hear it, according to the counter lawyer. He insisted that the application must fail because it is a waste of time, adding that the precious time of the court must not be expended on such a request. President Tinubu, represented by Chief Akin Olujemi San, and all the Progressive Congress APC represented by the Prince Lateef Fagbemi SAN, also kicked against granting the request, insisting that the application is grossly incompetent in the face of the law. Meanwhile, the presiding justice, Haruna Samani, has reserved ruling on the application. Justice Samani also fixed June 9 for further hearing into the petition. That is today. They have a court hearing today. The last but not the least, Wike now dealing with the reality of his wickedness. Sowore mocked G5 governors after meeting with Tinubu. The presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, in the last election, Omoyele Sowore, has slammed the immediate past governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, and other members of the G5 over their recent meeting with the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The President, the People's Democratic Party, PDP former governors, who are now called the G5 Sting, met with the President in Abuja on Thursday, yesterday. Reacting to the meeting, Sowore in a tweet on his official handle named the former governors Hustlers United, alleging that Wike is now dealing with the reality of his wicked and corrupt existence. The tweet reads, from G5 to G-string, Hustlers United, from so-called powerful G5 governors to perforated G-string ex-governors, except for Makinde, who is serving governor. The hustle is real, as Governor Wike is now dealing with the reality of his wicked and corrupt existence, just like the ex-Abia governor, Isi Slippers. And that loudspeaker and Mr. Do Nothing from Benue, who used Fulani as an excuse to never get anything done, not even salaries of his workers, like the baboons of France. They had learned nothing and forgotten nothing. According to Alhaji Omoyele Sowore, oh boy, this boy, your mouth day too sharp and your mouth day too bad. Anyway, my wonderful people, please, now here we go take back our guy. In fact, the news of today, the thing will just be like just chap. I don't want to make it that so long, so that listening to it, you will not get tired of listening. You will start it and also end it, so that you know every line that is being mentioned in that particular broadcast. So, my wonderful people, the Okute lovers, make gonna do what? Make gonna use this one, they step down, because today na Friday, today na jollification day. Until I come your way again, I see the man your one and only Amanda Neze from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. Have a nice day. May the Lord bless us all, the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Until I come your way again, I still remain Okute. Bye for now. Give me